Welcome back to Making an Impact, your weekly Impact Wrestling review / recap show. We're looking at the episode of Impact Wrestling that aired on the 28th of September 2017. I am your host, The Stooge, and I'm joined as always by the first male of professional wrestling podcasting, G-Banks. No, my turn. I saw the G-Banks show, episode 1. That was really fun to watch.
You liked that, didn't you?
No, it was basically a 9-minute vicious attack on me pretending to be wrapped in a review about some Digimon thing I got for you.
You didn't like it? I thought it was my best work yet.
Are you serious?
What? You can't complain. It got more views than what you had.
Oh, you suck so much.
Come on. Can't talk about that. Let's do the actual show.
All right, the way we like to start the show is by firstly saying thank you to each and every person that takes the time to actually listen to us rambling about Impact Wrestling, but doing a personal thank you to the people that comment on the show, starting with, of course, our favorite long comment guy, Smart Guy 297 over on Reddit.
Yeah, how's he doing?
He's doing good. He left me another paragraphs long comment, hyper detailed. I'm always loving it. This is a true wrestling fan that loves to just get into detail about it.
I gotta read some of his comments when I get some time.
Alessio sent me an email. I haven't had time to get to it yet. I will be replying to it shortly. I'm so sorry. And he, of course, commented this week too. We have C. Conando,
Sikanando.
Capspace.com,
How's he doing?
always good. Crypto Nut,
Crypto nut.
Alessio, like we mentioned.
Yeah.
Vincent is Valentine.
Hey.
So thank you guys for taking the time to comment on the show. So, your comment of the week?
Look, I don't want to give it to Alessio, but I just want to mention it just because I want to start an argument. How dare he? How dare he bring up KM's wrong record? He
What?
said 14 and 4. He's doing a 4 and 14 record. That's not true.
Let me have a look. Let's read the comment. So, I love to hate KM. For the record, he's doing 4 and 14 in Impact Wrestling and hasn't won a match since the tapings before India. Lol.
Fake news. I can tell you that right now. Fake news. The guy's on a 17 and 1 record. He just lost to Impact the last week.
You could say, is he calling him a liar?
Pretty much, dude. He's calling KM a liar, and I would be surprised if he's alive next week.
And I'm giving it up to Crypto Nut with hashtag BFG is really stacking up nicely with what's been happening on Impact. Those lucky Canadians are in for a hell of a pay-per-view event. In addition to tapings, they'll be doing up there. They're doing the next set of TV tapings up in Canada, as well as shooting Bound for Glory up there. So
okay,
that's going to be
fair
very
enough.
cool. And also, to take a page out of the GFW Global Champion Spanish catchphrase, Tonto, see.
What's that mean?
Tonto.
Yeah.
Tonto was a sidekick on the Lone Ranger. It really doesn't mean anything, but it was awesome because Eli Drake said it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's get over to the notes and start on this episode of Impact Wrestling. We started with a Victory Road promo package, just wrapping up what's been happening lately and what matches we're going to be seeing
What we're
tonight.
seeing tonight.
The first match on the card was the X Division Championship match. It's Petey Williams versus Trevor Lee. It seems that no matter where Trevor Lee goes, he's shadowed by Caleb Conley at the moment.
So you should.
Why should?
Because, always have your friends back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this was a great opening match for the card. The X Division is always fast-paced with some spectacular high-flying moves as well as some just great chain wrestling. And that's exactly what we got out of Petey Williams and Trevor Lee. Until, of course, the expected interference by Caleb Conley.
Expected.
You knew it was coming.
It wasn't. I didn't know it was
It
coming.
was coming.
No, it wasn't.
So Petey Williams gets a Canadian. Caleb Conley pulls the ref out to stop the count. The ref throws out Caleb, but while he's doing that, Trevor Lee gets his hands on the title belt, hits Petey Williams with it. Petey does kick out of that, but that's enough, unfortunately, because the next sequence after that, they had to have a quick back and forth, but it leads to Trevor Lee getting a double standing foot stomp into the pin and retaining his title.
Petey's fault for losing it. Shouldn't have been distracted.
What do you mean he shouldn't have been? There was somebody
Yeah, he
else
should have had
there.
his eye on the game.
He did. Caleb Conley pulled the ref out.
Yeah, each to their own, really.
What are you Are you kidding? This was blatant. Like, this isn't even... How can you even justify this? This was blatant cheating.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't blatant cheating. Caleb Conley pulled the ref
Here we go. Here
What?
comes a story.
What? It's not-
Here,
it's
but
not-
how we
it's
love.
not
I
a
love to
story.
hear the fairy tales you come up
It's not a
with.
story. It's actually what's happening.
Okay, so what happened this time?
Okay, so Caleb Connolly pulled the referee because he saw something on his pants this time. He was like, "Oh, you got to fix them up, buddy. Come on, you can't be doing that on live television. Fix up your pants, Hedner. Come on, you dirty cunt. Like, what are you doing?" So he goes to fix his pants. Sorry, not Hedner. Stifler's going mental. He's like, "What are you doing? Get off me. Get out of here." Right? Petey William wants to have his 2 cents in there and goes in there and starts, going off. And then that's where he gets distracted and loses the title.
I don't know how you come up with this stuff.
What?
I don't even know.
That's what happened, though.
Where do you pull these fantasies from?
They're not fantasies. It's what I see and what happens.
So next we had L.A.X. in a Clubhouse promo ripping OVE, a new one. That was L.A.X. is Conan's spectacular, and this was a great little like.
I'm
do you
glad
remember what
they're
we
back.
did to them in Tijuana? I think they shit themselves.
Yeah. I'm glad they're back at their clubhouse.
Yeah.
Or wherever that is. The
Yeah.
little backstage
Yeah, the
dodgy shack.
the Impact Shack.
Yeah.
The Impact Shack.
Yeah, the deal room.
Okay, so we had next up a 3-on-3 knockouts tag team match. This was building from the story last week where everyone was jumping everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got Taya Valkyrie, Taryn Terrell, and Sienna versus the team of Ali, Rosemary, and Gail Kim.
I was going to say team irrelevant, but keep going.
Oh, you're so harsh. How?
What?
How?
What?
Are you with everything that? No, don't even start because then we'll go around. Yeah, not worth it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just continue on to the show.
So this was a really, really good match. I mean, there was a point in this match that everybody that we had here watching even just stopped and went, "Damn, this is good."
Mm-hmm.
The timing was perfect. Everyone pulled off some great stuff.
It was a very synchronized match. I enjoyed it very thoroughly.
Oh, it was so well done.
Yeah, no, the knockouts are something out of this world.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember who said one of them like when we were watching them, someone said that they're similar to 205 Live.
Yeah.
I think they're in their own different league, to be honest.
Yeah, no.
I'm not
actually,
saying
yeah.
like they're better or they're worse than 205 Live. I just think they're in their own league.
Yeah, I think the comparison they were trying to make was like it's that speed, that style.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But I totally agree with you. Actually, they are so good.
That they have their
own thing.
Like they're not
Yeah.
even divas or
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, because unfortunately, of course, the women got a push for a good year on WWE, and now that's pretty much gone, and everyone's getting buried, and they're back to their normal shenanigans.
Is it? That's what happened?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But over here, the knockouts, like, regardless of how good or bad the stories have been, the matches have always been great.
Great, yeah.
And this was just another 6 very talented women.
When's the last time you hear women's wrestling still shows?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to be sexist or anything.
No,
like,
yeah,
being
no,
real.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, this was just 6 talented women going in there and going, let's just do what we do best. And they did. There was a bit of high flying at the end that took out a whole bunch of people. It left Ali in the ring by herself. Sienna rolls her up for the pin with her feet on the second ropes. And that's how she steals the win for her team.
Steals the win.
Yeah.
Got it fair and square, mind
Feet
you.
on the second row. If it was anyone else but Earl, who was literally looking at it, but is so blind because he's so old, they would have seen it. Disqualified. No, feet off. No pin count. That doesn't work. That's a legal move. No, the rules. But because it's old ass Earl missed it because it was right in front of him. If it was like 4 kilometers away, he would have seen it, but it was right in front of him. And so Sienna stole it.
I don't know what you're talking about. Earl's got one of the best eyesights in, all of wrestling. I can't believe you just said that. And of course he saw it. And it was absolutely a perfectly legal move.
The only time Earl has 20/20 vision is when there's 2 women wrapped up with each other in the corner and one needs to be pulled out. Earl, sharpshooter.
Can't disagree there.
Yeah. Any other time? No. Blind as a bat.
Still didn't steal it.
Stole it.
Nah.
So next up we had Eli Drake with Chris Adonis. Eli Drake cutting a promo about his upcoming match with Johnny Impact and also pondering what happened to his couch.
Yeah, he's pissed off about that couch.
Where's his couch?
I'd be pissed off too, dude.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. Next up we had Grado and Joseph Park in a video package. Joseph's taking Grado out for dinner. Grado's being run ragged.
Mm-hmm.
He's so tired he's falling asleep on the table. This is exactly what they said we said that they should do for this storyline months ago, and it seems like somebody's just gone, quick, write that shit down. And let's do
and
that.
don't pay him.
Yeah. That's cool. You can have it.
Give credit next time.
It was a cute little segment. Grado gets his first royalty check after Joseph Park leaves. He opens it, and it looks like he's not too pleased with the number on it.
Yeah, he should be happy.
He's American now.
Yeah.
America.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he should be grateful for what he has.
We see Interview Bot backstage. She's with Johnny Impact. He's got a couch. It's Eli Drake's.
Goddamn thief.
And he cuts a promo about his upcoming match with Eli for the title later on tonight.
He's supposed to be the face, and he's stealing stuff.
He's stealing a couch. I can't deny he stole the couch.
Yeah,
It's pretty funny.
that's blatant.
It's pretty funny.
Heelish move.
James Storm it does an in-ring promo. As he's going to the ring, though, he does pass EC3. They have a glance at each other. It's a
I think they're
weird
just checking
glance.
each other's backs.
Could be. Could be.
No, did you get a new back tattoo?
No,
you
no,
didn't? Cool.
you? No.
No, all right. Talk to you later.
So James Storm cuts a promo about AAA. Tayano comes out. For a moment, James Storm is the most PC wrestler in the world.
Yeah, it was so weird.
It was so weird. He's like, it's not about Mexico, we're all human. It's not about Mexico, America, we're all human beings. And the crowd actually cheered for a second. And then he proceeded to be the most racist redneck ever and call the dude, you look like a Taco Bell eating ass. And just
The way it should, so the way it should be, right?
he balanced it out. He's a redneck.
Yeah,
Balanced it out.
perfect.
It's like, it's not about racism. I can be racist. You guys shouldn't be.
Yeah. It's in my character.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to be, not use.
I'm going to get you to chant Taco Bell at a Mexican, but it's not racist, okay? Let's just be clear about that. It's not racist. We're just chanting Taco Bell at him.
Oh God, I love wrestling.
Love wrestling. I love wrestling. Fucking carnies, dude. Seriously.
They're all a bunch of counties.
It's just so, like, what is wrong with him?
Yeah, oh God.
Oh, wait. The next line's about him being a Taco Bell eating asshole. Ah, fuck it. I'll do it anyway. Could have just said anything else. It's not about America or Mexico or what. It's about the fact that you just suck.
Yeah.
You're like, there you go.
Didn't have to throw in their, like, it's not even their national food or anything.
Nothing, dude.
Imagine the guy goes, shut up, hamburger or cheeseburger or something. Yeah,
And that would have been, because he's a heel, that would have been appropriate.
yeah, actually,
you
that would have
know?
been pretty funny. Yeah.
Just so funny. Anyway, it leads to a brawl, of course, because the Mexican dude's like, why are you being racist?
Piece of shit.
And then because he's being racist, his mate comes out and goes, fuck you, he's a racist. And jumps in
Jumped
as
as a
well.
fascist, yeah.
Alright, and this leads to Phantasma and Tayano jumping Storm. EC3 comes out for the save. There's a will they, won't they handshake moment, and yes, they will.
I'd rather they didn't, but whatever.
So it seems that EC3 and James Storm are now on the same page, and there's going to be a tag team match, because straight after that, they storm into Jim Cornette's office, and James Storm demands the AAA guys.
Mhm.
So next week, we're going to see a team of Storm and EC3.
An unlikely team.
And Jim Cornette even says, I thought you guys hate each other. And in unison, they're like, we do. Versus Phantasma and Tayano.
Sometimes unlikely teams work. We
Should
work.
be interesting. You think we work. I more tolerate you.
Yeah, true.
Okay, next up we had episode 3 of Global Forged. We had the 3 finalists from around the world. We met them.
Yeah.
They're going to be joining the Global Forged cast. One of them's an Aussie.
Yeah, he's my cousin.
Seems like he's from the area.
Yeah, he's literally
He
from.
does.
Yeah, he's from my. He has to be from my
He's
area.
got to be from the area.
Yeah, like
And
I
if-
have to know him.
And if not, like, your area, like, if it's from, like, another state, it's that version.
Yeah, no, yeah, literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. I would probably know him if I got to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if I probably spoke around like, hey,
Absolutely.
Is there a guy from the area that made it into wrestling? Yeah, that's fucking blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah. And you know he lives
It'll be
here.
3 seconds. Hey, bros.
Yeah,
You know, bros.
yeah,
Yeah, bros.
Yeah. Get a phone call.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, here you go. So yeah, I'll let you know when I bring him over next week.
Great. So that's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens in episode 4 of Global Forge while this goes on. The thing is, this needs to be longer.
I want to see more of this.
Yeah, like
They should have actual proper episodes. I mean, is there? Are we still
there
gonna
has to
fig-
be.
isn't
Like, does anyone know, like, are they doing longer episodes on YouTube or something? Can someone let us know? Because this just seems like highlight clips of an episode. Like, there's just so much content missing that you're like, okay, cool, there's 3 of them. I didn't even catch their names because it was like Matt and I don't know.
Yeah, I just went by what country they came from.
Yeah, Aussie, and I didn't get
Italian. The first dude was Italian, I think.
Mark, that was Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Scott. No, it's Scott Demorza, dude. Like, I don't
Scott,
know.
yeah.
I don't know. All right, next up we had OVE versus L.A.X for the tag team titles. Let me start by saying that we've been very harsh on OVE over the course of the past couple of months. I came into this match with a complete wipe the slate clean because up until this point, they really haven't had a chance to have a full clean match against good opposition. All we've seen so far is that highlight match from Mexico and them versus Jobbers. So I'm willing to come in with a completely clean slate. What about you?
I've always hated them, and
Okay.
I will continue to keep hating.
Fair call.
Yeah.
So during the course of this match, as I said, completely open-minded and went into this like, you know how much we both love LAX. Like, that's one thing we actually agree on. And OVE bored the crap out of me. They didn't really do anything great. Like, they really didn't do anything more than like basic wrestling. Like,
They did probably one thing that was sub decent, and then Ortiz came out and put him on show by himself.
yeah,
Like straight after they did it. So
and it was just like, it felt almost like LAX wrestling themselves. And yeah, I just really did. There's something felt wrong about this match. Like, the pacing wasn't right. There was, something just wasn't right. Something didn't click. So I'm sorry, I've given them a chance. I am not a fan of OVE. I think they're boring. I just don't think their wrestling style fits Impact. I think they'd fit in really well in WWE. I just don't think they fit in with Impact. I just don't think they're good enough. The crowd was completely apathetic to this match. There was 2 people that were OVE fans, and every time they tried to, like, OVE tried to get
and one
an
of them
OVE
was their auntie.
Yeah, clearly. And every time they started to try to get an OVE chant, the crowd would start chanting back LAX,
Yeah.
which is awesome. This is just not a... It was... Something just didn't sit right with this match. It just was boring. So, in the end, it was just a DDT to finish an OVE win. And that I've even got in a note here, couldn't be less over. Because won the match and no one cheered.
The only thing that's over in their gimmick is their name.
Yeah. And even that isn't...
Like, because they have over in it. That's all.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
They just got an add an R.
Yeah, that's all.
This just isn't working. All right, next up we had Bobby MMA training for his MMA fight with his MMA in MMA
You're not doing...
at MMA.
We're not bringing this back again. I was kind of glad that Bobby... I can't even breathe. I was kind of even glad that Bobby was gone for a while because I didn't have to do this stupid shit.
Dude, what happened in this promo? Bobby MMA was at MMA. Talking about MMA with MMA.
God damn it, Emmy.
Bobby MMA.
Bob... He might as well come back as Bobby MMA.
It's the cult of MMA.
Yeah. Bobby MMA fighting for the MMA cult members
Yeah.
who hate weak people.
To be
apparently.
MMA.
Yeah. They hate weak people and wrestlers. That's their whole gimmick.
They should seriously become like a cult and try to convert wrestlers to MMA fighters.
Yeah, like, this is shit. What are you doing here? Come MMA and get hurt more.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Wait, huh? That doesn't make sense.
But I'm not built like Bobby Lashley. He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
Look at CM Punk. He was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He only dropped out in 2 minutes.
Yeah, fucking idiot.
So next up we had our main event for the evening.
Mm-hmm.
It's a world title match. It's Johnny Impact versus Eli Drake. And I say world title match because this is the only title that's defended in other countries in the world, in other promotions.
Shots fired.
This is a true world title.
Mm-hmm. So it is. Can't disagree there.
This was really good. I thought everyone played their parts so well in this match. Not only that, like, they gave them a lot of time. This is like a 20-25 minute match. Adonis was so good in this.
Mm-hmm. Having his buddies back.
Yeah, so good. When he got in Captain Global Force / Johnny Impact's face, I'm going to give you one.
Yeah, nice.
And he said, "Don't make me take my jacket off." I swear I nearly pissed myself from laughing.
I think you nearly did.
It was so good.
Because it was either the water that I dropped or something. Because
I didn't
something
literally piss myself. I was just laughing hard.
There was drips on my leg.
Get off it. But he is a great, great actor and a great, funny best friend, sidekick, compatriot. So at one point during this match, there was a ref bump where Eli Drake goes to hit Johnny, who ducks, and Baby Hebner takes the hit.
Mm-hmm.
So he's out. Adonis distracts Johnny while he slides Eli Drake the title belt. Eli uses the title belt to hit Johnny Impact. A new ref comes in, but it took too long. Johnny kicks out of the title belt hit. Eli gets a shits with the ref.
So he should.
Yeah, so Brian Stifler just rocks a right to the jaw. See you later, Brian Stifler.
Don't be late.
Chris Adonis, who had previously been kicked out by Baby Hebner, reappears from nowhere, and they both jump Johnny Impact.
No one can break that bromance.
It seems. Now Adonis had Johnny Impact ready for another title shot, but Johnny gets out at the last moment, so Chris Adonis takes the hit to the face instead by accident.
Unfortunate.
Eli uses the ref as a shield, so Johnny Impact can't hit Starship
I wouldn't say
Pain.
a shield. He was just trying to get up, and the ref was the closest thing in front of him.
He used him flat out as a shield.
Trying to get up.
Pushes the ref into the turnbuckle so he can't see for a moment, and low blows Johnny Impact before hitting the gravy train.
I want to
for the
say
pin.
low blow. Johnny Impact landed on his foot.
Now, in between a match full of shenanigans, there was a middle section that was a great wrestling match.
Yeah, it was.
You have to agree with that.
Yeah,
there was a
100%.
middle section of this that was like, this is just a great wrestling
The
match.
shenanigans came at the end.
Yeah, at the beginning and at the end.
Yeah.
But they did put on a great match in the middle, just to prove that they could, and then went back to the shenanigans. And Eli's a great champion. I think he works as a shenanigans champion.
Yeah, 100%. He's a champion we all deserve.
You're making Eli to be Batman?
No, I'm not making him to be Batman. He is Eli Drake. He's better than Batman.
I might agree. I'm a huge comic book fan, but I might agree with that. I might.
You have to agree with
That's close.
You have to agree with that.
That's close. Batman did take down, with Batman's plans, Ra's al Ghul did take down the Justice League in 7 seconds. But Eli Drake with a microphone,
Can take down anyone in 3 seconds.
yeah, can rock a, yeah.
He buried Kurt Angle
With one line.
With one line on his own show,
Yeah.
practically. Who was practically running his
It
show.
was the Kurt Angle
It was
show
show
at the
pretty
time,
much,
yeah.
and he buried him in with one line. So
Yeah,
you tell
it's-
me, well, yeah, I take down
dude.
Justice Leagues. All right, I'm cool.
So close, dude.
Did he take down Kurt Angle with one line? No, he didn't.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's a razor's edge.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
a razor's edge. On one side's Eli, on one side's Batman.
I'm giving it to Eli.
Dude, I might have to. I don't know.
Just agree-
I don't know.
just
No,
agree
I'm
with me
gonna-
already.
I'm not. I can't make a decision. It's too close. It's too close.
You'll do it later.
After the match, we had an Eli promo while Adonis was holding Johnny Impact. This led to Garza Jr. coming out for the save. We're like, wait, what?
I'm so glad he didn't rip his pants off.
He already had them off, so he pre-ripped.
Jesus Christ.
It was a pre-rip.
At least no one saw it anyway.
But,
Maybe Ali did, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, but I was like, wait, what? Why is Garza Jr. coming for the save? And then L.A.X. just come out and beat the shit out of Garza
Yeah.
Jr. I'm like, wait, why L.A.X. beating up Garza Jr.? I'm loving it. There's no reason, but it's chaos.
Well, I think LAX were there because they were just like, ooh, chaos and...
we're in.
Yeah, ooh, yeah, let's go in there.
Conan beats up a fan. Like,
The fan was getting in his face.
yeah, just pie faces him, but throws him just destroys the dude.
Guy deserves it.
Those officials getting involved and stuff, and I think Santana smacks one of the officials.
No, it was Conan again.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Conan's
Okay.
a hard ass, man.
Conan smacks the official. And then we come back to the ring, and Adonis has got the Adonis lock on a ref. You're like, wait, what? The fuck's going on? Shit's happening everywhere. I don't know what camera, keep moving.
I would like to hear what the backstage is, or like the people on the, coordinating the cameras. They're like, what the fuck? Go to the ring. Now go back outside the ring.
Adonis is like, Adonis locking the shit out of a ref. Earl's watching it and just goes, fuck it, and bolts.
Runs. Yeah, leaves his
Earl rabbits, man.
Yeah, that's the fastest I've ever seen him.
I've never seen young refs move that fast. Earl runs between Eli and Chris Adonis, who are both trying to grab him, and then slides out under the ropes,
One of
dude.
the best baseball slides I've seen, actually. Yeah.
It was awesome, and you're like, isn't he 1,000,000 years old? Like, I don't know what was happening, man. And then in the end, Eli's standing over Johnny Impact with his foot on him and holding the title up. I'm like, all right, that's cool, but what's going on? At one point, Jim Cornette's out there. He's just pissed at everything and throwing papers around, like throwing fucking in the air.
Being Jim Cornette.
Woo!
Hey, you all. I think it's just saying goodbye to the Impact Zone.
It could. No, we see more tapings of him before he goes.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So if you weren't aware, now that Impact has moved to Canada, Jim Cornette has kind of had to leave the company because Jim Cornette's not allowed in Canada because he's got something like 35 arrests for assault in the 70s and 80s during the kayfabe era, where we'd punch on with fans in bars.
You know what I love? Not the fact that he got done 35 times. Like, that's great as it is. The fact that took him 35 times that Canada had to go, all right, guy. All right, buddy. Maybe that's enough, all right?
That's enough,
That's
Jimmy.
about enough, all right? We don't tolerate that kind of violence, all right? 44 is all right, but 35, nah.
No.
Nah, sorry. But you can give you a complimentary Tim Hortons if you like.
Here's a Timbits and a coffee.
And then, boom, yeah, Pinnacle Cornette knocks him out too.
Yeah, so that's Cornette's not allowed in Canada. So that's kind of going to end his relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But he did do some tapings in Nashville before he left to fill in some holes.
Okay.
I'm going to explain why he's going.
So, like, if they come back to America and film stuff in America,
Yeah,
do you reckon
we'll
they'll bring
make a surprise
Yeah,
appearance and stuff, yeah. All right, so that was our episode of Impact Wrestling. What was your match/segment of the night?
I'm going to give it to the Knockouts.
Dude.
Yeah, man. They stole the show from me.
Dude.
Easy. So be shocked. I'm not even that shocked. I'm surprised more people are saying that was match of the night.
That was a spectacular match.
Like, and they had no reason to be, match of the night. They didn't have to put that performance in.
Yeah.
This was like the match before Bound for Glory. You know what I mean, sort of thing. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
This is like the hype before what happens at Bound for Glory, and they put on one of the best matches of tonight.
No, I absolutely agree with you. They could have saved this for Bound for Glory, but they just put it on a TV taping, and they had an absolutely spectacular match. And I think every match, almost 99.999% of the time, the Knockouts prove why they're better than almost everyone else, not only on the Impact roster, but any roster.
In the world. Yeah.
But I'm an old school wrestling fan, and this was a clear Jim Cornette booked match. So I'm going to have to give it to the main event, just because I love the fact that...
What, the no finishes?
The double ref bump, everything explodes. This is a build-up for Bound for Glory, right? So this is like really creating heat for people, creating faces. It's, they're really determined for Eli Drake to be a heel.
Yeah.
And I have it in my mind that he should really be a face, because he can cut great promos and, so on and so on, and can wrestle a match.
I love him as a heel.
I love him as a heel, though. I've told you that. I think he's one of the best heels in the business. And clearly Impact is determined for him to be a heel. So this was all set up. All of it, not to make Conan and L.A.X. look like massive heels, and to make Eli and Adonis look like massive heels.
Yeah.
And it worked to perfection.
Yeah, 100%.
Normally I don't like, ref bumps and no finish and all of that bullshit, right? But there was a reason for this, and it came off really well. I think the last image of seeing first Conan and him being held back by like 3 people. This is an old man who's just like dropped a fan and then dropped an official. Yeah. And then it cuts to Adonis crushing a ref while Eli's standing there screaming at him, and then him standing over everyone with the title.
And then he throws the ref over, actually. Eli,
Absolutely right. Like, so this got over exactly what it needed to get over, and these type of things don't always work. Like the double ref bumps, the
Yeah.
no fucking finish, the constant interference, the run-ins and shit. And I normally hate it, but I think this achieved exactly what it was supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And I think going in for Bound for Glory, it makes Eli Drake and Chris Adonis look formidable. L.A.X. still come out looking badass, even though they just lost the titles. They still are credible. Like, it's not like they lost the titles and you're like, well, back to the end of the line, bitches. You're like, when do you get your titles back?
It was a clusterfuck, but it was a good one.
Yeah, it was a well-done clusterfuck. Yeah. Really enjoyed it.
CF, I'm claiming that.
See, no, that's not new.
It is a new name.
Yeah, no, that's not new. That's
I'm
already a
trademarking
thing. No. You can't, it's not, it's already a thing. It's too late for that one.
Well, I'll see.
Yeah.
I'll get my lawyer on it.
Good for you. So, let us know what you thought in the comments on Reddit, on YouTube. You can also now hit us up on Instagram at Stooge Stream.
We're hitting that gram.
We're hitting that gram. We've been on Twitter for a while at Stooge Stream. Drop us a message. I'll have a post up on Instagram about this and something on Stooge Stream about it. So you can always drop us messages there. And we will give you a shout out in the next episode.
Yeah, contact us. Let us know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, thank you so much for listening to us ramble about our favorite wrestling product, Impact Wrestling.
And probably yours too.
Well, if you're listening to this, I'd hope so.
Yeah, unless they really like me.
That's probably not why they're listening.
Probably 90% why they're listening.
Okay. Until next time, I have been your host, The Stooge.
I'm the one, the only spectacular and scrumptious G-Banks.
And don't forget, adventure, excitement. Stooge craves not these things.
Welcome to the Stooge Revolution.
And P.S., we're running a subscriber contest. We're giving away some Pokemon stuff.
Woo! Giveaways.
Details after this video. And are you doing another G-Bank show?
Of course I'm doing another G-Bank show.
Are you serious?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Is it just another 10-minute attack on me?
It's a proper show, dude. Come on. Like, I wouldn't fight. Like, the first one, alright, I'll give you that. It was a fart ass. But this one's serious.
I'm not looking forward to this.
You might not, but other people will.
No, they won't.